Hey friends, come join us on the Insight Timer app if you'd like to be part of our live experience together. Hi everyone, I think our connection is working now. Welcome. Go ahead and drop in the chat if you can hear and see me, please, just so we know that everything's functioning. All good. Okay, great. Thanks. Thank you. It's always a little slow coming in. All right, great. Well, we'll wait maybe just a few more moments and then we'll officially begin. Happy to see all of you. Happy to be together. Ah, so as some of you may know from last week, I was having mic issues. So I'm going to be using a different mic. Um, the sound changes when I turn my head, but we'll work with it. And hopefully soon we'll have, not hopefully, soon I will have a replacement mic. And then we won't have issues. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. For anyone that I'm getting to meet for the first time, my name is Selena Lael. This is a yoga asana practice, Vinyasa practice. It's listed as intermediate because I don't break down all of the poses the way that I might for a beginner session. You're welcome to be here regardless of your practice experience. My invitation for each and every one is just to please honor your body. If I'm moving into a pose that you're unfamiliar with, you don't feel comfortable with, you don't feel safe with, please feel free just to watch, take a resting pose. There's absolutely no need to strain or force yourself in your yoga practice. Maybe sometimes we need to push ourselves out of lethargy, but no strain. Yes. Although yoga is absolutely for the physical body, the yoga asana practice, the physical postures, it's so much more than that. So much more. When we take the time to be conscious with our bodies, with our breathing, with our focus, we have this opportunity to come back to an experience of center, of being at home with ourselves. Wonderful. Welcome, warm, warm welcome to Martina and anyone else who's here for the first time. So may this experience today be for you, rather than efforting and straining and sexy abs. May it be about yoga, union, this union with this fullness that we are. And for anyone who's newer to our time together, we have a group here on the app, Love Heals All. Oh, great, Mel, great. Again, the group is Love Heals All. Everyone is welcome. It's a beautiful space where we come together as a community. I post updates there and announcements if there are any. And it's also a place for us just to be supportive with one another, share uplifting content, and so on. And also, if we're having a rough time, to receive support from community. And I think that's all. Oh, great, great. I'm so happy. So many here for the first time. Wonderful. Well, I don't have my regular mic, so hopefully the sound is decent enough by the time we get on the mat and you're able to still hear me well. Our dear Siska had a great tactic last time when my mic went out for the first time. She posted all of these yellow hands in the picture in the chat. So if something goes wrong, please feel free to just, throw a whole bunch of colorful emojis up, and even though I'm not right next to the computer, I'll see that you're sending something. I'd also like to just take a moment to honor in the United States. We spend the month of February celebrating Black history. And although it is something to be celebrated all year round, it's nice that we at least have this time to collectively focus on learning about Black history and celebrating Black people in our world and in the United States. There's a lot of focus on that. So just want to acknowledge that beginning today, and may we take some time these days to educate ourselves on things that we may not have learned through traditional education, we'll say. All right. So, for today's practice, I invite you to have a yoga mat and any props that you would like to have. I will not be showing our practice with props because not everyone has them. I'm going to adjust the mic and turn a fan on, and then we're going to begin. Our 60-minute practice will begin once I'm on the mat. So please have everything that you want and need. I'm going to adjust the mic now. So we'll see how the sound is. And of course, I have it all tangled up. Hear me? I'm just going to double check. Yes. Can you still hear me, friends? It should be it should be good on your end. I'll wait for your response. Have the mic. Okay. Thank you. Sit right. All right, so we're just going to have a little sound test. Again, we're going to work with things with what we have. And today we have a standing mic rather than a headset. So again, apologies in advance if the sound isn't the best today. My intention is that you'll still be able to hear as we move through our experience. Let's come to a comfortable seated position. Our 60-minute practice begins now. Sit tall. Relax the shoulders down. Feel a space between your teeth. Close the eyes, or just let the gaze be soft. Feel your body breathing and begin consciously deepen the breath. Relax your lips, the small muscles around your mouth and your eyes, your forehead. Let your belly be soft and feel your hips starting to sink down into the earth. Take these next few moments to really feel the body settling. Feel the breath flowing in and out. And although the mind is doing what it does, we start to refocus the attention on the sensation of the breath. Bring your palms to touch at the heart, Anjali Mudra. We'll open practice with the sound of Om one time. And even though we're not together physically, we are all connected. And chanting Om, we're creating this vibration together. Take a deep breath in. Oh. Bow the chin to the chest. Set your intention for practice, your sankalpa. Beautiful. Lift the gaze, relax the hands down, roll the shoulders up and back. I'm just going to check the comments. So today's, whenever we have vinyasa flow sessions, I would never call them gentle per se, though you're always welcome to modify. Yes, you can make your practice yours. Even if I'm doing something different, you always have the option to modify, to take resting postures. When we are speaking about vinyasa, we're usually talking about this movement of breath and body, and there's more opportunity to move stagnant energy through more movement. Great, let's change the directions of the shoulder rolls. See if you can find that full range of motion. And notice if your breathing has become shallow or if you are holding the breath even. Start to deepen the breath. Feel the expansion of the belly, the ribs, and the chest as you inhale, and this softening as you exhale. Ah, great. You can have one shin in front of the other or the ankles crossed, whatever is most comfortable for your body. Bring your hands to your knees. Inhale, reach your chest forward, tailbone back behind you. Exhale, press your spine back. So a little bit of seated cat-cow here. Inhale, chest forward, elbows back. Exhale, press the spine behind you. Gently tuck the tailbone. Continue. Relax your face, your jaw. If Ujjayi Pranayama is part of your practice, you can find that ocean sound in the breath. Breathing in and out of the nose. On your next inhalation, come to a neutral spine. Turn your torso over your left thigh. Walk your hands out. You can make little tents with your hands. Lengthen the spine and then relax the torso over the leg. Relax the head and the neck. On your next inhalation, walk your hands in, come back to center, lengthen the spine up to start. Turn the torso over the right thigh, more or less. Walk the hands out. Hands are on either side of the thigh. Lengthen the spine. Relax the torso down. Relax the head and the neck. Feel your left hip dropping back and down, the sit bone dropping down. Inhale, walk the hands in, come back to center. Ah, lovely. Move your spine a little side to side, rib cage side to side. Great. And then we're going to come down onto the back a little bit here. So I think I should probably face this direction so you can hear me best with this mic. Come to the back, bring the knees toward the chest, and just rock side to side for a moment here. We're going to start to warm up the body through some core activation. Plant the left foot on the mat, extend the right leg up to the sky. Press your low back down into the mat, hug the navel toward the spine. Slightly tuck the chin so the back of the neck is long. We're going to inhale to lower the right leg down, hover the heel, exhale to bring the leg up. Now you have a couple of options here. You can have your left leg extended, both feet are flexed so the legs are active, or if you're feeling a little extra fiery, you can lift the left leg and keep it hovered. So we have all these options. We can start here with the foot flat and maybe work our way. So inhale to lower, active leg. Exhale to bring the leg back up. The other option is the leg is extended. Inhale. Exhale, keep pressing the low back down. And then, of course, this last one, you're really playing because you have to keep a lot of balance here. Let's actually not do the lift yet if you're wanting to play with that. Leg bent or extended, but foot is on the ground. Relax your face. We'll do one more on this side. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Bend the knee. Hug it into the chest. Roll through the right ankle. Change directions. Relax the foot. Hug the knee in a little closer. And release. You can keep the right leg bent. Press the low back down. Hug the navel in. Extend the left leg up to the sky. And again, your options, you have two options here. One is to extend the right leg or to keep the leg bent like this. Inhale to lower, hover the heel. Exhale to draw the leg back up. Notice if you are unnecessarily clenching or gripping any other part of the body, maybe the shoulders. Can you consciously relax the other areas of the body that are not needed in this experience? One more here. Bend the knee, interlace the hands, hug the left knee into the chest. Right leg can be bent or extended. Roll through left ankle. Change directions. Relax the foot, hug the left knee in a little closer. Great. Hug the right knee into the chest as well. We're going to play with one last extension here. You're welcome to plant the feet on the floor. We can all start here. Lift the hips and place your hands underneath your sacrum, that large bone at the base of the spine there. Lower the hips back down, and the palms are facing down here. This gives us some support. Again, press the low back down, hug the navel toward the spine, extend both legs up to the sky. Now we're going to play here. Keep the low back pressing down. Begin to lower the legs, maybe come to about 45 degrees. Keep pressing the low back down. Back of the neck is long. Lower the legs a little more. Keep hugging the navel in. Lower a little more. And pull the legs all the way back up. Great, we'll do this two more times. Maybe just one more time, actually. So nice extension up to the sky. Hands can be underneath you or not, your choice. Start to lower and maybe stop at about 45 degrees. Keep hugging the navel toward the spine. You can always have a little bend in the knees here if this is too much straight leg. Lower down a little more. Breathe. Lower down a little more. Ah, lovely. Bring it up. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock a little side to side. Cross your ankles and begin to rock up and rock back. Rock up, rock back. And if having the ankles crossed makes this a little difficult, uncross the ankles. Hands are behind the knees here. We're rocking back and forth on the spine until we come all the way up to a seated position. Ankles are crossed. Rock the weight forward. Come to all fours. Wrists are beneath the shoulders to begin. Lift the fingers, spread them wide. Root back down through the base of the index fingers and thumbs. Walk the hands a little further forward now, but keep that nice rooted sensation through the inner palms, really the whole palms if possible. Tuck the toes under, hug the navel toward the spine, lift the hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Drop the heels back toward the mat. Option to bend the knees here if there's tension in the backs of the legs, the glutes, or the back. Shoulders pull up away from ears. And as always, this is a really easy place for yogis to strain. So we hug the navel toward the spine. We take that curvature out of the low back. We press the heart back toward the thighs. 3 slow, deep breaths. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees and take little steps all the way up to the top of the mat. Big toes are parallel. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, fingertips to shins, half lift, shoulders back. Hug the navel in, lengthen the spine, weight in the toes, and then on your next exhalation, fold forward. Option to bend the knees as you inhale to rise all the way up. Reach the arms out wide, palms touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. I'm just going to check and make sure everything's still good. Okay, good. Okay, here we go. So again, please honor your body. This is for you. This is your practice. If I'm doing something that doesn't work for you, don't do it. Please honor you. Palms touch at the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms wide, reach them up, palms touch. Exhale, bow through center, hug the navel in. Inhale, half lift and lengthen, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale to fold, Uttanasana. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step back, high plank, lower down knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Make your way to the belly. Elbows pull back. Inhale, Bhujangasana or cobra. Exhale, lower, make your way back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. 3 slow, deep breaths. Hug the navel toward the spine. Shoulders up away from ears. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees to step or lightly hop to the top of the mat and fold. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Press into the feet. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach up, palms touch. Exhale, dive forward, arms sweep wide. Inhale, fingertips to shins, weight in the toes. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step, or lightly hop back, high plank. Lower down knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga to the belly. Pull the elbows back. Inhale, Bhujangasana, pubic bone stays in contact with the earth. Lower down, tuck the toes under. Press yourself up and back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 3 slow, deep breaths. Why are you here today? What is your intention for yourself, for your life, choosing to be here? Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees to step or lightly hop to the top of the mat and fold. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Press into the feet, option to bend the knees, rise up, flat back, palms touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. We're going to move on. Bring the big toes to touch. Heels are slightly apart. Hug the navel toward the spine. And because we haven't done this in a while, I'll just give a little, I'll say what I mean by that in case it's an unfamiliar term for you. So I invite you to place your finger in your belly button for just a moment. Feel where your navel is. And then take your finger out and place it just above the navel. So you're not in the navel anymore. You're just above the navel. Relax your belly as much as you can. Let your belly be really soft. And then press your finger firmly into your abdomen. And what you might find is that the muscles in the abdomen start to draw inward as your finger presses in. So relax the belly again. The fingers above the navel. Really relax belly. Then press the finger into the abdomen and see if you can notice that sensation of the muscles pulling in. This is what we're creating for our own bodies. So rather than sucking in our stomachs and not having the access to that spaciousness in our belly, we're activating, we're contracting through these muscles here, helping to activate the core all around the backside and support our backs so that we stay healthy and happy and don't strain. Okay, the big toes are touching, heels are slightly apart. Sink the hips back, reach the arms up. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, bow forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana, weight in the toes. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step, or lightly hop back and move through your vinyasa. Cobra or upward facing dog. If you're choosing upward facing dog, thighs are completely off of the mat. Make your way back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, the right leg up and back. Exhale, softly step it through between the hands. Lower the back heel. Inhale, sweep the arms up, hips square to the top of the mat. Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, touch down. Step the right leg back. Lower through your vinyasa. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Big toes touch. Inhale the left leg up and back. Softly step it through between the hands. Lower the back heel. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1, hips square to the top of the mat. Exhale, touch down. Lift the back heel. Step the left leg back. Lower down. Adho Mukha Svanasana. 3 slow, deep breaths. Hug the navel toward the spine. Feel the heels gently drawing apart. Activate the legs. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees to step or lightly hop to the top of the mat. Big toes touch, sink the hips back and down. Straighten the legs. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Sink the hips down, reach the arms up, Utkatasana. Press into the feet, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Beautiful. We'll do this one more time. Sink the hips back and down. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step, or lightly hop back. Lower through your vinyasa, bhujangasana, or upward facing. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Big toes touch. Inhale, right leg up and back. Softly step it through between the hands. Lower the back heel. Inhale, rise up. Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, touch down, lift the back heel, right leg steps back, move through your vinyasa. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Big toes touch, inhale, left leg up and back. Softly step it through between the hands. Lower the back heel. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1, sink into the front knee. Exhale, touch down, lift the back heel, step back, lower. Adho Mukha Svanasana. 3 slow, deep breaths. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees to step or lightly hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, big toes touch, sink the hips back and down. Inhale, rise up, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands to the heart. Lovely. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Big toes touch. Inhale the right leg up and back. Press out through the ball of the right foot. Hug the navel toward the spine. Long, strong, beautiful body here. Breathe deeply. Feel your shoulders pulling up away from your ears. Bend your right knee. Stack the hips. Let the toes fall behind. Lift the right knee a little higher. Press into the palms. Lift up out of the hands and wrists. Inhale, lengthen, square the hips. Option to bring the knee to the nose. High plank as you exhale. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cross the body, left elbow. We'll do this one more time if you wish. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, right elbow. Beautiful, friends. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left elbow. Remember, this is optional. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, softly step the right foot between the hands. Lower the back heel. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1, bend into the front knee. Exhale, widen your stance, open out, Virabhadrasana 2. The hips are now square. Let's see, I feel like, are you still going to be able to hear me? The hips are square to the left side of the mat. Bend deeply into the right knee. Maybe you can see your right big toe. Open the arms out wide. Stick your booty out behind you, and then tuck the tailbone under to lengthen the lumbar spine. Sink a little deeper. Gaze is over right middle finger. Breathe here, my friends. Beautiful. If you're reaching forward, bring your crown of your head over your pelvis. Back hand gently touches the back leg. Inhale the right arm up and over, reverse warrior. Exhale, right elbow to thigh. Extended side angle, left arm over ear. Inhale, reverse. Gently touch that back leg. Exhale, extended side angle, reach over the ear. One more time like this. Inhale. Exhale. Sink a little deeper. Stay here for an extra 2 breaths. Shoulders drop away from ears. Relax the jaw. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Walk that back heel in. So there's still a wide stance, but it's a little shorter now. Back toes are still slightly turned in. Right toes are still pointing forward to the top of the mat. Both legs are straight here. As we move into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Now, many of us are used to moving into this pose where we really find a lot of curvature in the side body. The intention of the way we're going to move into it now is keeping length on both sides of the body. Open the arms out wide. Inhale. Exhale, reach the right arm forward and keep the body where it is, but just turn the arms. So we're keeping all of this length through both sides of the torso, almost as if the sacrum was flat on the wall behind us. Reach the left fingertips up to the sky. Maybe turn the gaze up toward the left thumb. Breathe here, a strong core pose. One more breath. Beautiful, my friends. Remember, no strain. You can always modify if it's too much. Press into the feet. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, sink down. Widen your stance. Virabhadrasana 2 again. Inhale. Exhale, windmill the hands. Lift the back heel. Step the right leg back. Move through your vinyasa. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog. Big toes touch. Inhale the left leg up and back. Press out through the ball of the foot. Hug the navel toward the spine. Long, strong, beautiful body. Keep rooting down through the base of the index fingers and thumbs. Bend the left knee, stack the hips, left toes fall behind. Lift the knee a little higher. Extend the left leg, square the hips. Option here to bring the knee to the nose, high plank. Inhale up and back. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cross the body, right elbow. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale. Exhale, left elbow. Inhale. Exhale, right elbow. Lovely. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, softly step the left foot through between the hands. Lower the back heel. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1, hips square to the top of the mat. Exhale, open out. Virabhadrasana 2. Widen the stance. Hips are now square to the right side of the mat. Bend deeply into the left knee. Again, if your torso is leaning forward, bring the crown of the head over the pelvis. Arms extend. Stick your booty out behind you. Tuck your tailbone under. Lengthen the low back. Gaze is over left middle finger. Back toes are slightly turned in. Beautiful, friends. Inhale to reverse. Right arm gently touches the back leg. Exhale, left elbow to thigh. Reach the right arm over the ear. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, extend. Keep reaching down, rooting down through the outside of the right foot. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. 2 extra breaths here. Sink a little deeper. Shoulders drop down away from ears. Building heat, resilience, moving stagnant energy. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Whew. Walk that back heel in a little. Shorten the stance. Back toes are still turned in slightly here. Hips are still square to the right side of the mat. Trikonasana. Arms extend wide. Inhale. Exhale, reach forward, left fingertips. Keep the torso where it is. Move the arms. Keep rooting down through the feet. You can lift the front toes to feel the activation of the left thigh. Maybe the gaze turns up to the right thumb. Remember, you can always take modifications here. If you have blocks, you can stack blocks up. If this is too much, you can always be a little higher. One more breath here. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, find your way into your warrior 2 again. Inhale. Exhale, windmill the hands down, lift the back heel, step the left leg back, move through your vinyasa, or just come to downward facing dog. 3 slow, deep breaths in Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, look forward between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees to step or lightly hop to the top of the mat. Fold forward. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach the arms out wide, palms touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. Lovely. We'll play a little bit with balance here. But before we do, let's take a moment to just become aware of what's happening inside. I invite you to bring the feet underneath the hip bones, big toes are parallel. Feel as if there is a thread in the top of the head lifting you up. The tailbone is neutral, so the spine is relaxed. Arms alongside the body. Tadasana, mountain pose. Relax the jaw, let your gaze be relaxed. Slow, deep breathing. In mountain pose, we can imagine there's this golden light in the heart, and this thread of golden light moves down through the body, through the soles of the feet, and into the earth, moving down through the layers of the earth, anchored in the core of Mother Earth. And for these next few moments, if you wish, I invite you to just imagine that whatever you're needing from life, call on that from the earth right now. Imagine that all of the nourishment for your life on all levels is moving up through this golden thread from the earth, pouring up through the layers and then into your feet and into your whole being. Whatever you're needing, love, peace, harmony, support, strength, courage, food, care, shelter. Just imagine being filled with what you need, or at least being open to receiving it. Beautiful. Thank you. Let's bend the knees, just give the legs a moment here to adjust, and we'll play with our balance. If you're unable to move into the full expression of this pose, that's perfectly okay. You can just kind of play with the balance on one foot. As always, as much as we often have this mindset that to do yoga, you have to be flexible. To do the physical postures of yoga, you have to be able to hold your body in these pretzel shapes. It's a misconception. The physical practice of yoga is an opportunity for self-awareness, to release stagnancy, to cultivate a relationship with ourselves. It's not about peak poses, although those are supportive in our practice. So please honor your body with whatever you're feeling. Let's see, I can't turn around because the mic is there, so I'll just face you and I'll turn to the side in a moment here. Bring your weight, actually, I'll turn to this side now. Bring your weight over into your left foot and spread your left toes. Lift your, actually, how should I do this? Sorry, I'm trying to think about mirroring you, and my brain is like, I don't know what to do here. Okay, so we're going to reach, if you all knew what was happening in my brain right now. We're going to reach the right arm out to the side with the thumb pointing up to the sky. So the right arm is out, the thumb is pointing up to the sky. The weight is in the left foot, like we just said. Now reach your arm back behind you so that the right thumb is pointing up to the sky. Hug your navel toward your spine. Again, find that nice support in your core. Micro bend in your left knee. Bend your right knee and reach for the inside of the foot. So you can see here my shoulders open. I'm not here on the outside. I'm here on the inside of the foot. The thumb is still pointing up toward the sky. If you're able to come here, we'll move forward. If you're not, you can kind of play with this balance, or maybe just play with bending your right knee and holding it. Now drop your right hip down. Open the right shoulder. Reach the left arm up to the sky. Maybe take chin mudra by covering the index finger with the thumb. Totally optional. Have your gaze at one spot on the floor or the wall ahead of you. The drishti is focused. From here, drop the tailbone down again. Hug the navel toward the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Begin to kick the foot strongly into the hand. And once you have that nice pull, that resistance in your body, you may begin or want to begin leaning forward as you come into Natarajasana, dancing Shiva pose. Gaze is focused. Keep kicking the foot into the hand. Remember to breathe. It's okay to wobble, to fall, to come back into the pose. Press into the standing leg. Slowly rise up. Keep kicking the foot into the hand until you're ready to gracefully release. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, release them down. Lovely. Second side. Weight over on the right foot. Extend your left arm out to the side with the thumb pointing up to the sky. Bend the left knee. Maybe reach for the inside of the foot. Again, if you're not able to reach, you can just play with balance here. Now drop your left hip down. Reach the right arm up to the sky. Maybe take chin mudra with the fingers. The drishti is focused. One spot on the floor or the wall ahead. Begin to kick the foot strongly into the hand. And then maybe you begin to lean forward. Breathe deeply. Keep kicking the foot into the hand. Relax the lips and the jaw. Smile at yourself here. When you're ready to come up, really strongly kick the foot into the hand. Rise up. Gracefully release. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale. Take a moment to just stand here and notice what's happening inside. Where do you feel the movement of energy, emotion, tingling, vibrating, heat, coolness? Beautiful. I always wish we had more time together. We should, once in a while, I'll schedule a 90-minute session for us. At the top of the mat, bring the feet underneath the hips or the big toes to touch. Palms touch at the heart. Anjali Mudra. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Hug the navel toward the spine. Inhale, come up halfway. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Big toes touch. Inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, bring the right knee up to the right wrist. Walk your right foot out so that it's now in front of your left hip. Now we're going to move into a deep hip opener here. If you have any knee issues, ankle or hip issues, and this is uncomfortable for you, please just pause for a moment. I'll show you another option. Back toes are tucked under. Wiggle your foot back so that you create length on the front side of the body rather than just dropping your hip down. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle until the pelvis comes down closer to the earth. If your right hip is lifted, that's okay. Let it stay lifted so the hip stays square. Option to stay here or begin to walk yourself forward as you come into pigeon. You can use your stacked hands or fists as a pillow if you wish. Breathe deeply. If you are not choosing this version of this hip opener, you can come onto the back, bend the knees, cross the right ankle over the left knee, stay here, or lift the bottom foot, interlace your hands in front of or behind the left knee, and hang out here. So your choice. Let's take a few more slow, deep breaths. And while we're here, let's offer ourselves a kind or loving thought. Could be a thought of acknowledgement or love or compassion. Just speak to yourself with loving kindness for these next few moments. One more slow, deep breath here. If you're forward, use your hands to slowly come upright. Reach your chest forward, maybe a baby back bend. And we'll change sides. Tuck the back toes under to bring the back knee in closer. Bring the right knee back to meet the left. Press yourself up and back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right leg lifts, bend the knee, take a few circles through the right side. Change directions. Release the right foot down. Inhale, left foot up and back. Exhale, bring the left knee to the left wrist. Walk the foot out so that it's in front of the right hip. And again, if you're not choosing this version of pigeon pose, come onto your back and change sides. Back toes are tucked under. Wiggle the foot back so you're creating length on the front side of the body again. Release the bottom thigh or the back thigh. Again, if the left hip is lifted, that's okay. Let's let it stay lifted. You can always place a blanket or a block underneath it if that's more comfortable. Option to stay here or begin to walk yourself forward. Maybe use your hands as a support. Slow, deep breaths. Relax your jaw, your glutes. And again, invite a kind thought, a caring thought for yourself. It's such a beautiful practice that many of us are very unfamiliar with. You might even just say, I'm grateful for you, I love you, thank you. One more slow, deep breath. If you're forward, use your hands to come up. Walk your hands in. Take a moment here, maybe a little back bend. Tuck the back toes under. Bring the back knee in closer. Left knee comes back to meet right. Press yourself up and back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lift the left leg, bend the knee. Take a few circles with the knee in each direction. Release the left foot down. Come down to the shins and the knees. Roll off onto one hip and make your way onto your back. We're going to move into our bridge pose. If you're unfamiliar with this, please do watch first. Whenever we are in any pose where there's weight on the neck, we never turn the head. That's a really easy way to injure ourselves. So if you're feeling the need to turn your head and look for this, please just watch first. Otherwise, you're welcome to join me as we move into the pose. Bend the knees. Reach down for the heels with the middle fingers. And once you can just kind of brush the heels, that's a nice placement for your feet. So you have enough space to move into this pose. Feet are about hip distance apart. Turn the toes in slightly. Press the low back down to the ground. Feel the navel curl in and feel the tailbone starting to tilt up toward the sky. From here, press into the feet and begin to curl the spine up off of the floor. Really press the hips up to the sky. Option to stay here or tuck the shoulders underneath you and interlace the hands behind the back. Press into your feet, lift the hips even higher, and then relax the glutes. Feel this opening through the belly, the chest. Keep pressing down into the feet to lift yourself higher and higher. We'll hang out here for 3 more breaths. When you're ready to come down, untuck the shoulders if you have them. Release the hands. Lower down one vertebra at a time, slowly. Take the feet wide, allow the knees to fall into one another, one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. We'll move into this one more time. Find your foot and arm placement again. Feet are hip distance apart. Walk the heels in so you can just brush them with your middle fingers maybe. Big toes or your toes all together, turn in just slightly. Remember the gaze is up to the sky here. Press your low back down, press into the feet, curl up through the spine. Maybe tuck the shoulders underneath you, maybe interlace the hands. Press into the feet, lift even higher, and then relax the glutes. If your knees are splaying wide, bring them in closer. 3 slow, deep breaths. Come down the same way you came up. So untuck the shoulders if you have them tucked under. Release the hands. Roll down the spine one vertebra at a time. Feet wide, knees fall in. One hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. Close the eyes. Slowly bring the feet together. Take the arms out wide to a T or bend the elbows for cactus arms. Lift the feet, allow both knees to fall over to the right. We'll just take a moment of a twist on either side. Gaze turns over left shoulder. Inhale to bring the knees back to center. This time allow them to fall over to the left. The gaze turns over the right shoulder. Soften your lips, your throat, your heart. Slowly come back to center. Take the knees wide. Reach for the outer shins or maybe for the outer edges of the feet as you come into happy baby. So the knees are really wide, wider than the hips and the shoulders. Maybe the soles of the feet turn up to the sky. Back of the neck is long. You can rock a little side to side here. And you may wish to play a little. You can move the placement of your hands and maybe extend your legs out and then bend them. We all have different bodies. So I know some of you have your feet here and you're wondering what's happening. That's okay. This is not a comparison. There's nothing cooler or better about you if you can move your body in a certain way. So let's just take these next few breaths to be with our own experience. One of my favorite quotes is, "Comparison is the thief of joy. So let us not give away our joy." Release your legs, your feet, and we'll take one final minute here for yogi's choice. I don't lead inversions in our virtual sessions. So if you'd like to take an inversion or any last moment of a pose that your body's asking for, we'll spend the next minute here for that. If you want more of a twist or anything else, maybe a forward fold, just 1 minute. If your pose requires two sides, change sides. And when you're ready, make your way onto your back if you're not there already for Savasana. In Savasana, we take the feet wide as the edges of the mat, and allow the toes to fall out to the sides so the legs are really relaxed. Arms are alongside the body with some space between the arms and the torso, palms face upward. The back of the neck is long. And if you wish, you might find it comfortable to tuck your shoulders underneath you a little so you feel like you have some more space for the shoulders. Take a few more moments to fidget as much as you need. And then I invite you to find stillness for these last couple of minutes of practice. Close the eyes, release the breath, allow the thoughts to just pass one by one. There's nothing to hold on to or fix or figure out right now. Can you let it all go for these last few moments? I invite you to stay in this resting pose for as long as you like. If you are ready to complete, begin to deepen the breath. Slowly move the fingers and the toes. Really feel this sense of aliveness, presence in the body, your own beloved presence. And move into the wrists and ankles. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale through the mouth, stretch. Bend the knees, roll over onto the left side. You can use your left arm as a pillow. Feel yourself held by the earth for a moment. And when you're ready, use your hands to press yourself up to a seat with eyes closed. Palms touch at the heart in this cultivation of presence, awareness, gratitude. So much to be grateful for. All of the gifts that you are, that you have to share. Your amazing body, this life, so much to be grateful for. We'll complete with our chant, Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, 3 times, and then Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May all beings and all of creation be happy, peaceful, and free. Peace, peace, peace. Inhale. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you, beloveds. Thank you for being here and sharing your practice with me and with our community today. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for supporting me in my time and my work, and for supporting Insight Timer. Be kind, be gentle, enjoy your body, your day, your night. Nourish yourself. Take a moment of stillness. Drink water. Oh, wonderful, Mel. I'm so glad. Oh, wonderful, Deborah. Thank you. Thank you, Christiana. Thank you, beloveds. Thank you, Rebecca. So, as a reminder, I'm leading a retreat next week. Oh, you know what? I don't know if that's going to work. My precious mama, who many of you have met, is coming to visit. So, between leading the retreat and her visiting, our next time together isn't on the schedule for some time. But keep your eyes open. Maybe I'll get her to do a pop up, and we can all be together while she's here visiting. That would be so sweet. As a reminder, you can stay up to date with all of my lives and all of the pre recorded content I have by going to my profile page here on the app, Selena Lael. It's all listed there. And we also have our group, Love Heals All. And if there are ever any schedule changes or new content that I've posted, you can find that in our group, Love Heals All. Thank you, sweet friends. I hope some of you are taking some extra time in Shavasana. It's maybe the most important pose. It's good to spend more time there. In all transparency, I always an hour is not enough time for my mind in the way that we have, the way that we can practice together. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, beautiful, Siska. Beautiful. Thank you. All right, my beloveds, any last words before we come to a close? I'm so grateful. Thank you for taking some time in your day so we could be together. I'm so happy to see you all. Mm. Why don't we complete with the centering technique? This may be new for some. This is a wonderful yogic practice that we can use all throughout the day to help us bring us into a greater sense of alignment, focus, balance. Palms touch at the heart. Inhale, reach your right arm all the way up, straighten the arm as much as you can. The left arm comes down, but the fingers are really pointing up on both hands. And then exhale really, really slowly all the way back to the heart. Really take your time. And then inhale, the left arm all the way up. Right arm comes down by the navel, but the fingers point up. Exhale really slowly. Lengthen your exhalation. Slow it down. We'll do it one more time on each side. Inhale, right, all the way up. Open the chest. Exhale slowly. Last time on the left. Inhale. Exhale. And just pause here for a moment. Beautiful. So that's the centering technique. Great to use all throughout the day, wherever you are. I've been in parking lots and all sorts of places doing that. It really helps. Thank you, Neil. Great to be together. Okay. I love you. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. I'll miss you, but I'll take you with us during our retreat. And until we meet again, enjoy. Blessings to you. All my love, all my gratitude. Thank you for your light, for your presence. and sharing this gift of life with me. Thank you.